So Jas, we are officially back. The conversation is back.
Yes,
And,
we are. We've been out of the game for a while, actually.
Yes, we have. But you can see we're starting it in a big way.
Right.
We're here at City Hall,
where we just got an interview with Mayor AC Wharton.
So check out this interview with the Memphis mayor. We are here with the mayor of Memphis, AC Wharton. Thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to interview with us on our little show here, the Cough Conversation.
That's a great show. It's not a little show.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Jasmine, Josh, thanks for letting me chat with you, man.
Oh, thank you. So, well, I guess we'll get right into it. I just wanted to ask you, first and foremost, outside of Mayor AC Wharton, what is something that we don't know about you?
Probably, since she's only been here 3 weeks, you don't know that the Wharton family finally has a girl in the family. All my six boys, then 2 grandsons, and finally we have a girl, a granddaughter. And guess what? Since all the other boys had AC as their name, she got stuck with it too. So she is an AC, but it's Alexandria Camille Wharton. She is the daughter of Latoya and Alex Wharton, my son. Now, not many people know that. You heard it first on, is it the Josh and Jasmine, or the Jasmine and Josh, J and J show?
The conversation.
There we go, yes. J and J. No, that's one of the things, but probably that I have a lot of faith, but I don't wear my religion on my shoulder. You don't just hear me just, I'm faith, I'm good, I'm religious. It's only through that I can remain calm and determined in the really heated environment, the crucible in which I have to work here.
So when you took that detour into public service and your family found out that you were going to public service, what did they think? How were they?
Well, I became a lawyer,
right.
Which back home folks were generally suspicious of lawyers. But then I had a triple sin. I became a lawyer, then I became a criminal defense lawyer, second sin, and then I became a public defender criminal defense lawyer. The feeling back then is lawyers would trick you, and then criminal lawyers were real bad because they represented these folks and we know they did it. But a public defender was just the worst, because public defender is the guy who defends the guy who broke in your house last night and stole your purse, and then turns around and tells you got to pay him for this guy who just robbed you last night. So my mother didn't care too much for that. So I always say that I got out of being a criminal defense lawyer and got into something honest and became a politician, which satisfied my mother at first.
All right. So,
of course. Oh,
you want to go ahead?
Okay. Well, I read that you were a member of Alpha Phi Alpha as well. Is that still a big part of Mayor AC Wharton?
The tenets of the fraternity are scholarship and all that. The need to help others along the way, friendly deeds, and that is a big part of me. As far as being, oh yes, I'm at the frat meeting every Tuesday night. I just have to tell the truth. My dear brothers, I'm going to straighten up one of these days. I pay my dues though. But what the fraternity stands for, yes.
Right.
Am I there every meeting? No. And it's understandable. They forgive me for that.
So with your recent cutting city employee salaries, what will you have to say to your critics?
That the alternative would have been to fire between 450 and 500 employees. Listen, cutting 4.6 or even 2% is horrible, but I had a choice. There was no easy way to do it, but here was my thinking, and the council went along with it, that it's better for us all to sacrifice some, including the top. Keep in mind, we cut top salaries last year, but we didn't cut the other employees. Because if we keep you on the payroll, even at a reduced salary, you still have your benefits, your insurance. And then, when the city gets in a stronger position financially, we can make it up to you. But if I fire you, which we were going to have to do, I can't send you a check a year later, 6 months later, because you're no longer a city employee. But if you're in the house, so to speak, and when things start turning around, I might be able to give you, all right, here's 1% of it back, here's 2% of it back, and you still have your pension, you still have your insurance. Not having health insurance will break a family in town. I don't care what kind of savings they have. So that was the key thing. And I just say to them, I look them right in the face and say, look, as soon as we turn this around, you're going to start getting that money back.
Okay. All right. And lastly, to our Memphis viewers, who I'm sure that the question that they all have in their mind, why should Mayor AC Wharton be reelected? Go ahead and tell the Memphis viewers.
Well, you just have to look. Keep in mind, I haven't been here 4 years. Many people think it's 4 years because we've done so much. And I said we because it wasn't me alone. I keep going back to your poverty question. Best way out of poverty is a job. And it's not just some mirage or dream that we're having. We've actually signed up for jobs. I mean, hundreds, thousands of jobs that we're bringing in here in a very short time. We've cleaned up the youth summer job program. We have children in a year-round program called the Ambassadors. We've cleaned up some of the corrupt areas in city government. We have plans to clean up the blight in our community. We've shown that we can be compassionate. The eyes of the world looked at Memphis, Tennessee 1 year and a half or so ago when we had that sub-zero temperature. And I asked the light, gas, and water folks, are there any folks out there who don't have the utility? They say, yep. I said, not while I'm here. And we turned them back on, same thing we did in the heat. So all in all, I think I know I've been a well-rounded mayor. I've kept my promise. Crime is heading down. We're training workers. We're doing what we said we would do. And when someone does what he or she tells you they're going to do, why change horses in midstream?
All right, thank you so much, Mayor. We really appreciate
Josh, thank you. It was an honor. I'm so proud of the two of you, Jasmine. You've got a great future, and I urge you to stay on that track to success. And remember, if you have to take a detour, do it, but get up and keep on going.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for tuning into this edition of The Conversation.
And to access this interview and more, please check us out at www.theconversation.weebly.com.
Or you can access us on your iPads or iPhones.
Or any other source you have to reaching the internet.
All right, and for The Conversation, I'm Joshua Bowden.
And I'm Jasmine Van.
Thanks so much for watching.